you think I'm here to argue with you.
Call to order the St. Louis County Industrial Development Agency and Local Development Corporation. Roll call.
Mr. Staples,
Here.
Mr. LaBath,
Here.
Mr. Blevins,
Here.
Mr. Hall, Mr. Reagan,
Here.
Mr. McMahon, Mr. Morrow.
Public notice posted May 17th, 2023. Is there any public comment? There being no public present, there can be no public comment. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes?
I so move.
Do I hear a second? Discussion. Done? Call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? None? Passes unanimously. Financial reports. Do I hear a motion?
So move. Second.
Discussion.
Quickly on your financials, page 3 of your packet is your December highlight sheet. It all reconciles back to your audit. If you have any questions on anything, please always contact me. Page 11 of your packet is your January financial highlight sheet. Note that the River Valley paid the first installment of the administrative payment and there was a CDEIP issuance. Go to page 19 of your packet. That is your February highlight sheet. The River Valley admin fee was received by the IDALDC in that month. There was also some CDEIP payments. Page 27 of your packet is your March highlight sheet. Typical expenditures, there was a CDEIP payment to the town of Louisville and an invoice that was paid for Avalon for our cybersecurity. Other than that, any details, you can always reach out.
Move to accept the financial report.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
None? Passes unanimously. Financial status report of committees. There may no committee. Staff report. Patrick Kelly.
We are undertaking our River Valley Redevelopment Agency Community Development and Environmental Improvement Program reviews. I hope to have approvals ready for you at our next meeting in June. ACO 941 Ogdensburg Partnership. We did a loan for them in November. They had requested an additional 3-month interest-only period while they're trying to get the foreign trade zone certification in place. They have not yet gotten that done. It is a lengthy process. They are requesting another 3-month only payment. It's a loan shared with the River Valley Redevelopment Agency and the Development Authority of North Country, RVRDA, and they approved the additional 3-month. I would ask for a motion and a second that we can give them another 3-month period as well. That's okay.
Who's that?
Mr. Chairman, it's the company that acquired the former ACO warehouse.
Okay.
in Pittsburgh. We did a tour 2 weeks ago on Friday. Mr. Blevins attended the tour. Anything to add to?
They are taking care of the building quite fine, and they're just running into delays and getting their other people in the building. So I think it's reasonable to take into account.
ACO's their primary tenant. They're looking to bring some Canadian companies in. That is being held up by the foreign trade zone designation. That's the request.
Paperwork involved with it. It makes sense. I was really proud of it.
Second vote on it.
Yes, please.
Call the question.
Call the question.
All in favor?
Aye.
Raise hand a second.
Yeah, I thought,
Just making sure.
I was looking
at his eyes over there, but that's all.
I thought it. Do we even say that out loud?
No, yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Still knee-deep in my staff report.
I know.
Lot 19 building in Messina. You'll see there's a resolution a little later, but Michaels is moving into that building. We will have a pilot on their space. So between the Fockler space in the back of that building, which is at full pilot payments, and the space Michaels will be leasing, there'll be about $18,000 in pilot payments going to the taxing jurisdictions from that building, which is a building that was abandoned and empty when we acquired it. So there's activity, there's
Which building?
what's happening in there and now pilot payments.
Which building?
The lot 19 building in Messina Industrial Park. That is it for your staff.
Actually, Tri-Town Kids.
Oh, yeah, they want,
3-month.
go ahead.
Tri-Town Kids is a loan we recently did to the daycare center in Brazier Falls out of the Brazier Fund. They again are waiting for state monies of part of their project was grant reimbursement. Has not come through yet. She's asked for a 3-month interest only extension. Highly recommend it. She showed me documentation that she submitted, so she's just waiting. I would like to,
Their project had a significant state grant. This is not dissimilar to the 941 Ogden's project where it's just taking longer than expected. This is through that the Brazier Fund that we manage. Gives a.
How long have they been around?
they opened their doors at the beginning of the year.
The startup.
They have hit their goal for enrollments of children.
Need a resolution on that?
That one too.
A voice vote would be good, same as we did for
Just
ACO.
need something in training.
I so move. Second.
Discussion being had, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Full business being done. Now we have a resolution authorizing a loan of $8,000.
So move.
Seconded.
For,
Is it moved and seconded?
I would recommend that we do an executive session to discuss the financial credit or employment history of particular.
I'm moving to executive session.
Second. For an executive session. Yes. Say it.
Okay, well,
What did I say? First resolution authorizing a loan of up to $8,000 to 50 credits. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion for the purpose to vote. Which you want, okay?
Second.
So this is an $8,000 loan application for a 5-year loan, 3-month interest only period where you would have a first lien on the machinery, interest in equipment, furniture, fixtures, inventory, accounts receivable and general intangibles of Thrifty Threads LLC, the personal guarantee of Nathaniel Dodson, proof of owner's cash or equity of $1,000, and then our typical the agreement to meet with the Small Business Development Center to make documents necessary for our review. And he would agree to retain one and create one full-time job.
Motion, moved first and second. My opinion is looking at this is that, there are some credit issues here.
Can I make a motion, we withdraw the resolution?
Or we could just have it.
Yeah, you want, okay?
And I agree with you, Brian, it doesn't really meet what we do. There's not enough equity in this particular situation for us to extend credit further than our yes.
Call the question. All in favor? No. There being none in favor? All opposed. Resolution is defeated. Second resolution.
Move resolution.
I'll second it. Associated with 5 cents specialty paper.
So you have an existing loan with Potsdam Specialty Paper, primary lender is M&T Bank. As the resolution states, Potsdam Specialty is requesting that we resubordinate to M&T as part of a refinancing they're undertaking. This would be contingent on the North Country Economic Development Fund also resubordinating, and that the company would handle any of our legal costs associated with doing this. Recommend approval.
Movement, that motion has been moved, first and seconded. Call the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Third resolution, authorizing a lease of lot 19, the Seaman Industrial Building, to Michael's Power Paint. So moved. It's been moved, seconded.
So as part of the River Valley Redevelopment Agency collection of activities, they acquired 2 buildings in the Messina Industrial Park about 10 years ago. One was the lot 18 building, which is now Amtech Yarns. One was the lot 19 building, which Bachler leases about half of the building. They're in the back of the building. This is approving a resolution that was approved by the River Valley Agency to lease about 6,000 square feet in the front of that building to Michaels. Michaels, who's been a tenant here in Canton, as the Smart Path project moves and they move east of here, they were looking for space. They like the space in the Messina Industrial Building. You'll see it's a 2-year term with then a month-to-month option at the end of that term. We recommend approving the resolution.
There being no further discussions, moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously.
Is there a need for executive session?
There is not.
So,
I move to adjourn.
so
Second.
we have a movement. And so.
What about, you need a vote on the treasurer?
Pull that back.
But
I would like to talk about acquiring a trailer for the CDLA program. The trailer that they are using.
Well, you don't have to do that in executive session to bring that up.
No, we're in open session. so.
In open session.
We did not adjourn, we almost adjourned.
All right.
So this is still ongoing.
All right.
So we think we can secure for that program for less than $10,000 a suitable trailer.
Do you need a resolution saying that?
I think we need a first and a second authorizing.
I move to
Second.
authorize the CEO to move forward on this.
Not to exceed $10,000?
Yes.
I second it.
it has been moved and seconded, call the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously.
Now you may.
Now can I move to adjournment?
I think so, yeah.
I think I'm good.
Ernie has had another movement.
The trick is not to have such long gaps between